in stories, but birds.
Chapter 4. The Spectacular Secrets of Silas the Sneaky. With a firm grip on the ornate key, Warren took a deep breath, feeling the thrill of adventure bubbling inside him like a freshly shaken soda can. Beside him, Boggle wagged his tail as if sensing the excitement crackling in the air. "Here we go, my furry friend," Warren exclaimed, his heart racing like a roller coaster on its first drop. As the portal swirled open, a gust of wind rushed past them, carrying the scent of popcorn and mysterious spices. "Smells like the fair," Warren shouted, eyes wide. "Or maybe a magical circus where homework is the main attraction." With a final glance back at the familiar woods, they stepped through the shimmering portal, and in an instant they were swept away into a kaleidoscope of colours and sounds. When the world finally settled around them, they found themselves in a fantastical land that seemed to be pulled straight from the pages of a storybook. "Welcome to the realm of riddles," a voice boomed, making Warren jump. It was Silas, the spirit of mischief himself, now wearing a flamboyant jester's outfit complete with a hat adorned with jingling bells. He looked as if he had just stepped off the stage of a peculiar play, a grin plastered across his face. "Silas!" Warren shouted, half excited and half annoyed. "You've been behind all this, haven't you? The homework, the riddles, the glorious adventures," Silas interrupted, twirling dramatically. "Oh dear, Warren, you've been chosen for a most splendid quest, and I must say, I've been waiting for you." "Chosen? For what?" Warren asked, crossing his arms defiantly. "If this is about my homework, I'd rather have it back. Thank you very much." "Ah, but that's where the fun begins," Silas replied, his eyes sparkling with mischief. "To reclaim your precious homework, you must first complete 3 challenges, each one more delightful than the last. Think of it as a game, a dash of whimsy, a sprinkle of suspense, and of course, a generous dollop of madness." Warren raised an eyebrow, glancing at Boggle, who appeared equally intrigued and bemused. "What kind of challenges?" Silas clapped his hands together, and the air shimmered with excitement. "First, you must find the golden quill of knowledge. It's hidden in the enchanted library, guarded by the most cunning librarian of all time, Madame Muddlehead." "Madame Muddlehead?" Warren repeated, stifling a giggle at the silly name. "That sounds like someone who'd mix up her laundry with a spell book." "Precisely," Silas said, nodding fervently. "But beware, she's as sharp as a tack but loves a good riddle, and she's known to muddle the answers to her questions." Warren took a deep breath, his competitive spirit igniting. "All right, let's find this quill." He glanced at Boggle, who was sniffing the air curiously. "Ready, Boggle, it's time for some detective work." As they set off, the landscape unfolded like a vibrant painting, filled with enormous mushrooms that danced to a tune only they could hear, and flowers that giggled when tickled by the breeze. The path was lined with quirky signs that read things like "Beware of the sneaky snacks" and "Caution, dancing puddles ahead." "Dancing puddles?" Warren chuckled, shaking his head. "What next, singing rocks?" As they ventured deeper into the realm, they soon reached the enchanted library, a towering structure that looked like it was made entirely of books, with pages fluttering in the wind like wings. The entrance was a gigantic arched door that seemed to breathe in and out, creating a rhythm that was oddly calming. "Here goes nothing," Warren said, pushing the door open. The library was dimly lit, with shelves reaching up to the ceiling, each filled with books that whispered secrets to one another. It felt as though the very air was charged with magic. "Welcome, welcome," a voice echoed, and from behind a mountain of books appeared Madame Muddlehead, a plump woman with frizzy hair that seemed to have a life of its own. "Ah, a new visitor, and a dog! How delightful!" She peered at Boggle, who wagged his tail enthusiastically. "What brings you to my library?" she asked, adjusting her enormous glasses that magnified her eyes to the size of saucers. We're looking for the golden quill of knowledge," Warren said, trying to sound confident. "Silas sent us." "Silas?" she scoffed, her glasses slipping down her nose. "That rascal, always up to mischief. But tell me, young man, are you clever enough to outwit me?" Warren swallowed nervously. "I'm willing to try." "Very well, here's your riddle," Madame Muddlehead declared, flourishing her arms dramatically. "Listen closely. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?" Warren furrowed his brow, his mind racing. Aha, I know, he exclaimed, feeling the thrill of discovery. It's an echo! Madame Muddlehead clapped her hands in delight, her frizzy hair bouncing like a pile of excited kittens. Bravo! You're cleverer than you look. The golden quill is yours, but heed my warning. It's no ordinary quill. It can write the most fantastical tales, but it has a tendency to get a little carried away. With a wave of her hand, a shimmering quill materialized before Warren, glowing like the stars above. Now go forth, brave adventurer, but remember, 2 challenges remain. Warren grasped the quill, feeling its magic pulsate in his palm. Thank you, Madame Muddlehead. We won't let you down. As they exited the library, Boggle barked excitedly, as if to say, What's next? What's next? Next, Warren declared confidently, we must find the crystal compass, which will guide us to our next challenge. It's time to solve even more mysteries. And with that, they set off into the wonderful world, the quill tucked safely in Warren's pocket, ready to face whatever delightful chaos Silas had in store for them. Little did they know, the real adventure was just beginning, with surprises lurking around every corner.
Diamond stories, where birds ignite. From reports to diaries, our stories take flight. With vocabulary gems and plots so grand, we'll transport you to worlds across every land. Get ready to listen to stories to ignite your imagination.